Hi everyone, I'm Dragon with you. So today I'll show you how we pass the new mutation called Retribution on map Missed Opportunities. Void rifts periodically appear on the battlefield my and my allies' units will receive all the damage they deal, but they are healed over time. So these are the mutators for the current week. We played it today's morning and I want to share my experience with you. So probably we played with Ban and we decided that it's a nice idea to take Artanis plus Zagara. Artanis has an ability of immunity shields so that we will not die from the second ability of mutation. While Zagara has banelings which also die automatically so they just don't care. Meanwhile, among the first mutator, I have the top panel ability which allows to counter it. So it requires exactly 5 shots to get rid of a Void Rift. So we just needed to control the map to protect the harvesting bots and probably to be fast because Void Rifts appear in the places which are not open since start. I mean they are protected by enemy forces, so we had to hurry up. Yeah, let's call that hurry up. So now let's see what happened. My ally is an experienced player, I mean not only mutation, so it seemed like a nice victory for both of us. Okay, that's all about intro. Now let's see what happened. So, as you can see, we played brutal difficulty, so quests were optional.
Hi, Commanders. I thought everyone had forgotten about me out here. The hallucinations are the only visitors I've had. I guess that's Terrazine for you. Speaking of, someone has been destroying my harvesting bots. Could you provide an escort for them?
So that's the legend. As you can see, the map is closed, but there are several geysers open and the harvesting bots go to them, we need to protect them. Since start we have everything fine. Zagara gets her upgrades and I get several gates around. Okay, I'll make it faster. So several gates and spawning pool from Zagara. She has a great economy, so it's not a problem to get some units. Now look. So there are 2 void rifts around. We need to get rid of them. As you can see, I used my top panel ability to kill the units, but we still need to kill the rift itself. It's useful for Artanis to go power field and teleport your unit straight into the battlefield, so that you get rid of void rifts at once. But you just need to light them up. I mean, to see where it is and highlight, so that orbital strike destroys it. But I also need orbital strikes to get rid of minions, because they're quite annoying, you know. As you can see, my zealots could die because of their attacks too, but as soon as they stop fighting, they kind of heal. But it works strangely because while they have the shield, they just don't regenerate. So I was curious how it works. See, so their shields are regenerated, but not their health, unfortunately. Another fight with the Void Rift. So you need to control Void Rifts all the time, otherwise you will get too much, too many problems at the same time.
sending out the first
too much
bot.
trouble, yeah.
Make sure to protect it. It's my favorite.
So, as you see, this zealot is kind of dead, almost dead. And I was curious, may I heal it somehow, because
The
it
enemy
should
clearly
be
intends to
like
attack
healing.
my bots. Don't let them do that.
According to the mutation, my units get damage which they deal. As you can see, they really got the damage, but then they heal over time. And let's see. So this zealot is almost dead. There is no way to heal him for now. Now he dealt damage to himself, and look what happened. He started regeneration. So I think it's kind of a bug, but it's a funny bug. So when it loses all the shields, it started regenerating health. Yeah,
The bot is heading
kind of
back.
strange, but
It's
that's how it
scared,
works.
so you should keep it company.
Okay, let's go next. So Zagara had second base for some time, and together we just crashed everything on our way.
Great job, commanders. My bots are safe and...
But there is one little problem. So
Do you hear that? It's the Terrazine moving beneath the surface.
void rifts appear farther and farther. First, void rifts are kind of near your base or near your expansion, but sometimes they appear in the... like, yeah, seeing this? So sometimes void rifts appear too far, and you need to fight to get out. We'll show you soon. So for now everything's fine, and oh, some help from my top panel, and we are ready to protect. And now look. So we've got a problem here. At the same time I'm trying to get rid of my void rift, so I'm going up, losing some of my army, but still I'm trying. And at the same time Zagara tries hard to kill these Zerg forces and protect the boss. Well, I just didn't know what to do, so I decided to go ultimate ability, and
I really don't want to pick up after them.
as you can see, we both kind of failed, so I couldn't get to the void rift, although it was near,
When they're out there all night without
and
giving me a call.
the attack wasn't stopped in time. But the bots are okay, anyway. So, to counter mushroom power, as I call them, I have several robotics facilities and observers. It's important not to forget about them, because otherwise you'll just get this, locusts all around. It's really annoying. Another battle from my LA. So while Statman is happy about getting his bots back in town, we need to counter attacks. We've got a void rift which spawned several units to kill my second base. That's kind of annoying, as you know. And yes, we need some units here to protect. Meanwhile, another attack was beaten by our forces. Some swarm hosts are still around, but I have observers. So this mission requires you some kind of multitask, especially mutation, and we still have two problems which are too far to get there fast. These two will be destroyed easily, kind of easily I mean, but all the time you need to watch your base and protect it somehow, so it's quite kind of annoying. Just look at the map, see many void rifts around, yeah? So I decided that I'll push everything into this void rift and then go somewhere here. Now we have dragoons, they have special upgrades, buffed light and buffed range, so they don't die easily from their own attacks. As well as warp harmonization allows us to produce produce units from robotics anywhere on the map. So if I forgot my observer, I can just put it straight into the battlefield. But all the time we need to fight around and get some help from each other, because As you can see, void rifts appear and attacks appear, and the
Wanna
bots
save it? You'll have to do it before
get
it's
damaged,
completely
so it's kind of annoying. My ally goes massive army, massive simple army, so even if it dies, it can still be returned into the battlefield relatively cheap. And I have my standard
taking
Dragoon
damage.
Immortal army.
Terrible
Immortal
damage.
will be soon. Meanwhile, another attack to my base. Yeah, I know that's quite annoying, especially when you are fighting against main forces. And we managed to help this bot in time, so I got my top final ability to get some forces, and the bot survived. Meanwhile, I also needed several units here, and my economy suffered hard, as you can see.
Please stop the enemy from breaking my stuff.
But we had a more important quest, so we need to focus on attacks on our bots. So if you lose some workers, even 10 workers, it's not as bad as if you lose one bot, because you will not have a chance to mistaken anymore. Now we are trying to get rid of the hybrids, but as you can see, my forces get damaged, and yeah, they die sometimes from their own damage. And yeah, that's not good at all. Fortunately, we cleared half of the map, I mean, maybe even most of the map, and now we can counter void rifts. Yeah. Okay, let's get a bit faster. This game was kind of long.
Terrazine is gone, and so is its life.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to save one of the creatures, because I needed to push through and get to that void rift, just to stop this madness. See, they appear 2 or 3 in time. Meanwhile, my ally is fighting on the right side of the map. And I helped with top panel, but still he needs help. So I got several dragoons around, but I have no resources. Meanwhile, I am going straight to the Void Rift and straight to the Belshire Glider. Yeah, now collecting Terrazine is really hard work, because you need to protect all over the map, as you can see. And all the time I warp units into the right position, while I still need to go main forces somewhere, destroy the Void Rift, and I really wanted this extraction device to be broken, so that we could at least halfway fulfill the quest. And here are the harvesting bots. So now the situation is a bit better, because we have some kind of map control and our forces are everywhere around. But I had problems with my economy all the game, because I had some harassments around, and as a result I don't have too many minerals. Fortunately, my top panel helps, and Artanis can warp units exactly where they are required. The only thing to care about is don't overcommit your actions, because sometimes you need to spawn more units at another part of the map. For example, now I need to protect my base. Yeah, that's really annoying, I know. So I warp in zealots, and they get damage from enemies, they get damage from their own attacks, and yes, I really needed protection. Meanwhile, the main forces protect the harvesting bot, and my ally is ready to protect the bot from another side. So left is on my forces, and the right part is controlled by my ally. Well, I hope it's controlled by my ally, but everything is in time still. So now we just had some time to get nearer. I really didn't want this harvesting bot to die, so I just warped in several dragoons. They got all the damage, and they didn't die because of Guardian Shell. Meanwhile, everything goes well with other bots, so this bot is not harmed, this bot is protected, and this bot like got several hits, no more than that. So our enemy used blinding clouds, and my dragoons are not able to fight all together. But fortunately I have enough of them, and as a result we can still fight even with blinding clouds. Okay, let's go next. So now Void Rift appears 3 in one at once. But when you control the entire map, it's not so hard to just use your top panel or just use your forces splitting them to clear all the Void Rifts. So the Mutator of Void Rifts is now completely countered by our forces. We cleared the map and we are ready for them. And the Mutator, which gets damage back, is countered by Dragoons. So they are quite powerful, they have enough life, and I have the Guardian Shell. So we don't die exactly at the time of getting little damage. And as you can see, we cleared all the Void Rifts as soon as we could. Fortunately, Zagara has very fast Zerglings. They can like light me up the necessary area, and now I got another army on the left side. So only one Void Rift remained. Of course, it wasn't very smart to go and clear the enemy base, but it's a minor mistake. So more Void Rifts appear, and exactly at the same time we use our forces to clear all of them, as you can see. So the Void Rift appears, my ally goes there using the Banelings and Zerglings, and just we clear all of them. And Artanis warps in units using the Protect Power Field. So I think this mix is quite effective because Banelings, as you can see, mass Banelings from my ally ban. He knows that they will die anyway, so it's not so important to get damage back. And they are very fast and cheap. So I've got the limit. Let's check our ally. He has the limit too, because his limit is 100 instead of 200. And yes, now we are ready for everything. Not to forget about upgrades, of course I missed several of them, but in general I have two armies. The first one attacks the left part, and the second one the right part. They can go together if necessary. One dog, Zergling, is eating our main base, but we don't care for now, we'll fix that a bit later. So now we need to get rid of Swarm. And of this attack, see? So we didn't have a clear answer, so I used my ultimate ability just to make it faster. And here comes last waves of enemies. Here they come, I needed to say. Let's see, so couple of swarm hosts, not as frightful. Another attack to the left flank, and the last attack is quite powerful, but fortunately we have enough units. Cleared all the Void Rifts around the map, as you can see. My ally is very fast reacting. And here comes the last army of enemy, I mean the prelast, but probably the most powerful. Unfortunately I don't have orbital strike, but I will have it soon, and my army is great too. So Zagara used all her Banelings to deal with land units, while I have enough Dragoons to deal with air units. Unfortunately I missed some time with this landing clouds and so on, but still we cleared everything up. Something is eating our harvesting bot here, but still we have everything protected on all parts of the map. Yeah, blinding clouds are bad, but not so so powerful to stop our army. So in general, recommendations. First, control all the map as soon as possible, so that you could warp in or just get units to the necessary location as fast as possible. That's how you dodge Void Rifts. The second is just use your units properly, so that they get damaged, but they either don't die or just can retreat when they need. That's probably all what I wanted to say. As you can see, my ally was a nice player, and together we cleared all the void rifts and survived all the damage which got back to us. Okay, hope you enjoyed this replay and will use some ideas for your successful mutation overview or walkthrough. So thanks for watching and see you in my next video.